I like it. It looks fresh, but how are we not going to put a crab, or how are we not going to put the best looking flag out there, the Maryland flag, incorporated in the City Connects? They're City Connects. Put the Maryland flag in there. Put a crab in there. Put my logo on there. What's going on here? We got Aaron Judge destroying stadiums. He should be arrested, first of all. With everyone at BTL chat, Tail and Squad Ride, we'll break you guys out of prison later. This guy's cheated multiple times in the past, gotten caught for it. He's actually a human trash can. This dude is the scum on the bottom of your shoe. That guy goes park to park, stadium to stadium, a grown-ass man with a baseball glove, like he's playing in the game, taking home runs from kids, not giving little man the respect he deserves. What a loser.
They're watching me flourish, I'm watching them run. Damn. Brand new bag for pro, but I didn't pay for it. I don't like spending that cash because I'm trying.
What's going on, chat? Happy BTL Thursday, episode 279 piece. Hold the fry, as always, joined by your guys, Krabs and Javon. We need to find some winners, Javon. We don't have time. Cut the shit. All right, we got games starting up here in a minute. What do we like? I know we're sweating out Atlanta to score first.
We are.
All right, looks like they're in the top of the second now.
We are, yeah.
Okay, maybe we get a little pitcher's duel going there. And yes, W had Javon. Is that a newbie?
No, just one I got to pull out, man. Just got to keep the rotation fresh.
Yeah, we're going to need that today. All right, because we're going to talk about the Rays plenty. Let's talk about these games starting up in about 2 minutes, though, Javon. What do you like in Giants-Reds?
Yeah, first, I mean, W sub bangs from Alec. No, he's backing on
Let's go with Alec.
A's bats yesterday to come through, and he came through with his promise. So that's huge.
Let's go, Alec.
Shout out to him. But yeah, we got a game in Cincy, 100%. So we're still going with the Reds, which I looked and somebody asked up here, do I still like the Reds without McClain? Matt McClain announced out of the lineup, and that line moved towards the Reds. So I bet. Which Alex Cobb is definitely a guy you're targeting for regression. A lot of the hitters actually at the top of the lineup match up pretty well against him. The bottom of the lineup, not so much. The one outlier would be Ellie De La Cruz, who the one thing he probably doesn't want to see right now is a splitter. So outside of him, I really like the matchup for a good chunk of the bats at the beginning of that lineup for the Reds, even without McClain. But them flipping pretty fat here after they finally got one win to kind of break the streak there. Both the streaks for these teams. I think Andrew Abbott rounds back into form. He's looked a little off, which he kind of should because he's due for a little bit of regression from the way that he started his career. But against the Giants bats today, I think he bounces back. So I like the Reds still.
Yep, I just added another unit on the Reds end now. Let's sweat today, boys. We're not messing around. Okay? Cincy ML, we've got the Braves to score first. Let's hope we get through another half inning here and give ourselves a chance, Javon.
What else are we sweating early? We got Strider more than 1.5 walks that we're sweating.
We do. Yeah, that square was weird. So
That square is weird.
hoping
I
that
don't think
goes
we've seen a
through.
walk yet.
Yeah, he's
Nope, no
what, 1,
walks
2,
yet.
3 first inning? There you go.
Yep,
Bang.
no walks yet. We're sweating that. We're sweating out Abbott's. All right, going with Javon's play there. Love it. All right, that got bumped up as well, I believe. People are talking.
It did. Yeah. Got a little point
Sure.
there. It's a 31.5 last I saw. So, not going to celebrate like Trent catching it, but like to see that.
100% like to see that. And then what about Philly? This game starts up in a minute as well, Javon. What do you like in Brewers versus Phillies?
Yeah, so I mean this total's weird. Which initially when I look at the game and I see Corbin Burns as a dog, especially after yesterday, which shout out the Brewers for coming through yesterday against Sanchez, William Contreras, legacies, Devin Williams coming through at the end there too, huge. But yeah, seeing Corbin Burns open as a dog, it's a pick 'em now, but it's still a little weird to see that opener, even with how good Taijuan Walker has been. It's pretty strange. So I see that along with the very high total, which initially went back down to 8.5. Now it's back up to 9. It's making me think we get runs in this game, especially after the way this series has gone to this point. So yeah, I don't have the stones to take Corbin Burns as a dog pretty much ever, even when the line starts to move back to a pick 'em now in his favor. But I'm not thinking to see either his pitchers pitch all too well.
Okay. I'm with it. Keep me away from that game. No, thank you. Looks like we're starting up in Cincy and Philly, Javon. I think this game's might have just gotten taken off the board. All right.
Yeah.
Chat, we're going to go over all these games. All right. Don't you guys worry. We're going to go ahead and dive into the recap from yesterday. We got a little bit of time now. Okay. Squad Ride smacked yesterday. 4th in a row, chat. Give yourselves a pat on the back. I know you all tailed it. You better have. If you don't tail the Squad Ride every single day, we can't help you. All right. Bet it responsibly. Add it to your card. I don't know why you wouldn't at this point. It's won 4 in a row. We're getting hot, Javon. Let's not jinx. But let's stay confident, sharp as attack, all right, and smack another Squad Ride tonight. It's not going to be easy. We've only really got 2 games to choose from. But you know what? I don't want it easy, all right?
Yeah.
I want to feel something. Let's find a winner. Let's make it 5 in a row, okay? W's yesterday from both of us, going 2 for 3 on the best bet slate, Javon. Love it. Reds, Brewers coming through. Rockies not so much, but we'll take a 2. We'll take a 2 in one day.
Oh yeah, 2-1 keeps food on the table for sure. If you're doing that every day,
100%.
So glad to see that.
Yeah,
that was a pretty sharp call by you on the Nats under.
Yeah, never in doubt. Good play there. It was nasty.
Yeah.
It smacked. All right, we'll move. This is yesterday. W recaps. Let's go to the head-to-head lineups. I believe I'm up a few. Morton didn't do much, but thankfully Bobby Witt has not done a single thing this week for me.
Yeah.
That's still got his head up his ass after the home run derby, it looks like.
Just by it.
CJ Abrams is carrying my team. He's playing great. Had 2 more hits last night in a steal. Acuna is doing enough, right? It's going to be a sweat down the stretch here. Javon's going to need some home runs, but it's going to be close.
Yeah.
All right.
Doesn't help me that Bobby Witt's not playing today, which kind of hurts. But
Yeah, that doesn't
he's gonna
help.
have to.
No.
Yeah, we're gonna have to wait till tomorrow to get some legacies out of those 2 gentlemen. So we'll see. We'll see.
Chat saying Strider's cracked right now. I freaking bet it was always that under. But let's see if we can somehow
base hit
finesse.
as we said that.
Sure.
Not too bad.
Unbelievable. All right. And yeah, shout out Bryson this morning. Yeah, he did not come through, did not respect coins. But I will say Tommy Fleetwood's balling. Matthew Jordan balled. And don't let Phil get hot, Chad. I think he's 1 under through about 6 or 7. So he's playing well. W's. Kenny coming on yesterday, spoon feeding some British Open plays. Hope you guys have dabbled in that. Very cool tournament, the last major of the year. So hope you're sweating out some of these futures we got in. And let's hope Scotty also comes through as well. Dubs. Phil is 1 over through 7 now. Great. So that's cashed. Or that's caked. Unbelievable. Phil just doubled. Oh, my God. He also missed a 2-foot putt earlier. Unbelievable. W's Alec coming in, giving out 10 sub bangs. Javon already shouted you out. But a 10-piece, hold the fry. We appreciate you, my man. W, sticking to your word, giving you a winner yesterday, coming through with some sub bangs for the people. All right? Let's have a day today, chat. Oh, there he is. Being a freak.
But Striders choose to the under.
Why does he sound like Nima, bro?
Yeah, he's not gonna get another strikeout for the rest of the game after that.
No,
So
probably not.
He's gonna end at what, 5? That's what he's got through 2.
Oh, he's balling. Well, that's good for
Yeah.
Atlanta to score first. Let's hope he stays dialed. Let's smack that back.
Yeah, let's get a run right here. Why not? Matt
All
Olson
right.
leading off. He had a run prop. Let's see him send one 480 to the chop house.
Sure. Wow, looks like 2 deep flyouts to start the game in Cincy. That's a little sketch. All right, and there
it's
goes
just
Strider.
not it. Yeah, look at him.
Let's
Sinking
get a
into the
Braves
ground.
run, chat. Let's get a Braves run. All right, Olsen, Nuke, loading. That'll play.
You know
That'll
it
play
is.
and that'll pay. SBR
You know it
for
is.
sure.
You know
Dubs.
it is.
You know it is.
I want to see
There he
one
is.
on the chop house. I need it.
Mm.
Need to see.
Yeah, 100%. All right, chat. Let's move. Okay. Rumor has it it's Blake Snell day. Speak of the devil. Perfect timing of Trent coming up. Javon, we got the Padres starting up in about, 20, 30 minutes. Blake Snell versus Bassett. I think Toronto might have even opened up a slight favorite in this game, or at least a coin flip. Now we're seeing the Padres laying -120. Not surprising there. Snell has been absolutely dialed recently. But Javon, this total did open up at 9, which tells me there might be some runs in this game. Chat was talking about, Blake Snell's weird props up on Prize Picks. Where's your head at in this game, Javon? You think Snell absolutely deals, or do you think he finally has, a start where he gives up some runs?
Yeah, well, still leading the Jays, but I don't think anything's necessarily weird. Because like the Jays bats have talked about it, like I'm targeting them as a team in the second half to watch out for, even despite the 2 games in the series. I think they've been pretty good overall. Made me gain some confidence in them, which is good and bad. Definitely bad as a Rays fan, but yeah, like you can't really put Snell all that high at all of his props against the Jays, no matter like what he's been hitting. And we've seen that throughout like a couple of the better matchups that he's had. They've been at higher numbers. A lot of the worst matchups, he hasn't. That's a huge Abbott K there. We'd love to see that.
Huge K.
There we go. We
Huge.
got Blake Snell's mouthpiece in here now.
Oh,
What are we thinking? What are we thinking for Snell today? I know he took his little 2-piece with 2 green gobs. I should pay.
Your mute goats are muted.
Goats
by the
are
way,
muted.
chat. Sure.
Sure. Tens.
Sure.
Tense.
Glued to my tonsils.
Yeah, you got definitely got his meat glued to your tonsils, man. Right up there with Jose.
Unbelievable.
No, it's definitely sus as shit, but like I'm rocking with it,
Don't blame you.
Is this
I don't blame
fantasy
you one
score?
bit.
Is this fantasy score sus?
We can pull it up. Josh, if you want to put that on the screen there.
31. Yeah, that's sus as shit.
I mean, that's low.
Look how
That's a
green
green
that-
dog goal.
Look how
It's definitely
green.
green.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, it is against Toronto, an offense we like in the second half of the season. So, he might not be perfect. Maybe he still gets his Ks, hopefully. Is that the only square you took, Trent? His Ks?
Yeah. Him and Strider.
Right.
And
Okay.
Both nerfies.
Okay. All right.
One already hit. So
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's hope the Braves can score a run here. Do they have a guy up on first? Nope. Matt Olson's up. Okay.
I was so
Yeah.
scared to take that Braves nerfie because Siobhan tweeted the whole like first run thing, and I'm like, oh fuck. After I locked it in,
It's
and
usually never, or the times when I target it, like in the first inning, is when it's a shorter line.
Mm.
So like Braves are -200, so it's not all that the same with them. But if it's like a pick 'em in the game, that's when it happens in the first inning, like automatic every time.
Matt Olson might have to send him back down.
Matt Olson, K. God,
Send him to Williamsport, man.
He might have to get sent down. He's struggling. He's had 3 bad games in a row.
Dude, he needs to get sent the fuck back down. You already know.
Ellie.
He has
Yeah.
to.
De La Dono, man.
Why are you anti-Ellie? Has he cost you that many coins already?
Dude, he's a walking strikeout.
Yeah,
Yes.
100%.
Yes.
100%.
Hey,
I don't know
in
if
his,
he's a
in his
leadoff guy.
defense, though. Nah, he's probably
Yeah.
not. But they need him to get ABs. But yesterday he
Mm-hmm.
roped like 100 plus, just right 2 people. So maybe he's starting to figure it out a little bit. And those are going to start
Mhm.
falling.
Sure. Would not mind a Darno nuke here. Those do come every so often.
Yeah. When I bet on the Braves, Travis d'Arnaud turns into prime Bonds.
Yep. As he takes a
It'd
strike.
be nice to have it again.
I bet. Okay.
Wouldn't
Total
it
in
be
this
funny
game
if
is
we
free
just-
as fuck.
Saw an Ellie nuke after Trent said send him back down.
That'd be wild. It wouldn't surprise me at this point. It
He
would
was at
not.
the dish. He just took a
Trent, let me
walk.
know when that model's computed, man. I need to know the POD.
Wait. We got Reds on? Oh, shit.
Reds.
Yeah, we got Reds on.
De La Cruz walked to start off.
Oh,
Let's
he's
go.
stealing a bag easily
Let's
right now.
go.
Alex Cobb. Alex Cobb is one of the worst pitchers in the league.
Can we get that game on, Joshy? Can we get that game on the Reds? I'd sneak nuked it, put an extra unit on them before first pitch, so we need to be watching this one 100%.
That 6-legger I crafted on stream yesterday. Last time Trent said send him back. That 6-legger I crafted was so surgical. Only 2 things that sold was Elliott/Acuna to steal, which he's about to do right this very second, and fucking bozo Joey Votto.
Yeah, I mean, in full Reds defense there, you asked who's the Reds guy, and I said Will Benson. And
you did. You fucking did, and I pussied out and took Votto, chat.
It's unreal.
Was it that Benson over half TB square that's up that always cashes? Yep.
Yeah.
You just got to take it, man.
That half a TB square feeds families. It's like the Jose Siri square was last year.
Runners are in motion. Oh, they hosed them.
Oh, no.
They hosed them.
Oh, they picked them off?
What are we doing?
Oh, my God. They hosed them.
Oh, my God, dude.
What are we doing, bro?
Are you kidding me?
Unreal.
Send him back down.
He's not ready.
Patrick Bailey might be him.
Yes, nobody talks about it enough. Buster Posey 2.0 is really good. Patrick Bailey is legit. Yeah. Oh, I mean, get absolutely hosed, kid. Holy smokes.
Unreal.
Is that his first caught stealing of the year, I wonder? Wouldn't be surprised.
I mean, I
Somebody
can't
chat.
think of many times he's been caught.
Maybe
goodness. Once.
All right. Let's keep powering through, Javon. We got a couple more games that start up relatively soon we need to touch on. What's the play in Padres-Toronto, though, my man? Look, I don't want to fade Snell right now. I'm definitely not backing him today. Zero chance. But I'd be lying to you if I told you the Bassett money line didn't cross my mind today.
Certainly crossed my mind. So I think that would be the play for me, if anything there. But to be honest with you, it really doesn't have to do with Snell not pitching well. I just think it's going to be one of those games kind of similar to yesterday where you could see both pitchers pitch well and then one team, hopefully the opposite team in the Jays, kind of scratches one through there. Because I don't care about Snell's props, to be honest with you. Just Jays are one of the hottest bats in the league. You can't put them much lower or much higher.
Okay.
So I'm cool with that. And that 9 total is just a Toronto tax, I think.
Talk about why you like the Mets, because I'm not going to. Although I do like them, but I'm not betting them.
Yeah, I want to back the bats, dude. That's like in a situation like this with the Mets, which their bats have started to pick it up over this little stretch since the break. And a big part of it has been hard hit rate, which has steadily increased. And you're going up against a guy, Michael Kopech, who he had his little run through like late April, beginning of May, where he was looking like a Cy Young candidate for a couple starts. Some of those were against the Royals. So they don't even really count, but he still has a home run issue, which is kind of that, and a barrel rate that's a little concerning. Has started to float back up to the surface the last handful of starts here. So it's looking like the old Kopech, and you're going against the Mets offense, who's starting to heat up, and they're another team who, regardless of what happens with the pitching staff, I want to start backing their bats. So I think there's a really good matchup for a lot of them, like the guys who started to get hot, like Lindor. And then on the other side, I mean, I think this is a lot of respect, even against the White Sox, for Jose Quintana making his first start of the season. Which, I mean, this line is still moving towards the Mets, like hanging like minus 165 right now. Another one of those kind of shorter lines that's not like the Braves, not like the Rays today that are minus 200. They're minus 160, and we have that little weird head-to-head earned run prop, which, again, not only the fact that it's Kopech against the Mets, who are the home team in this one, but Jose Quintana making his first start of the year, it's almost a pick 'em for the Mets to score first as that home team with him on the mound, which I think is even weirder than the Braves or the Rays. So I think they get on Kopech pretty early here. You see that 9.5 total, which, Quintana's probably a little bit a part of that, but I think the Mets scratch this one.
You get another walk to Spencer Steer, I believe.
Steer?
He's so blown if we just ran ourselves out of that inning. Golly.
Probably did. They're going to do it a lot, though, against Cobb. So be prepared for that. They're going to run.
All right. Well, you know what? I hope it works out better than the first time. That was brutal.
Yeah.
Ellie figured out. Yeah, there's a walk. All right, come on. Should be first and third one out. Really stinks, but a good sign that Alex Cobb, a.k.a. my doppelganger, does not look too sharp today. He does not look too sharp. All right.
No.
Gallon giving up some hard contact, people are saying in chat. Goods.
Yeah,
So I don't think they're doing anything about it.
Yeah, they're not doing much with it. So they gotta turn those into runs soon.
So Mets ML, you're gonna lay the juice?
Oh, I laid it already.
It's already been laid.
Ready. Oh, I'm locked.
It's already been laid. Azuna from the Braves dugout. What? Azuna from the Braves ground out. Oh, all right, whatever. Remove. Last game we're going to talk about, Javon. Or what do you got, Trent?
I was just saying, let's go get some Ks.
Yeah, dude. Let's get some K. Let's at least smack that, $1,000 entry if our shit's going to be keg. 100%. Got to win something.
Yeah, got to.
Javon, this game stinks, but we got to cover it. We got Lorenzen, we got Greinke. This game starts up in 20 minutes, and then we have a little bit of a break, so we have time. But wanted to give the people a winner here. If you have one, Lorenzen's been good. He has been really good. Do you think he shoves again today against the Royals?
Yeah, I think he pitches decently well. Like I said, when we were talking about the head-to-head, this is a Royals lineup without Bobby Witt, who, this week hasn't been much of an asset. He hasn't really done much, even when they're scoring runs. And 2 days ago, and everybody and their mother scored 10+ runs for whatever reason. He didn't do anything in that game either. So it's been a lot of the guys, honestly, at the bottom of the lineup for the Royals that have been doing damage in the last handful of games. So a lot of those guys, I don't mind Lorenzen's matchup, but in the back of my head, I still say to myself, regardless of it's the fact that it's the Royals or anybody, -140 with Michael Lorenzen without Bobby Witt in the lineup for the Royals it just feels very strange to me. And I know it's Zach Greinke at home where sometimes he gets a little more respect too. Splits haven't been as drastic as they've been in past years. I'll say that, but it's definitely interesting to me. I don't want to get involved in this game again, kind of like this entire series.
Okay. All right. Yeah, no thanks. The Royals POD trophies, keep the dust on them. All right. I don't want them. All right. They don't deserve coins. They are terrible. 28-69. Although it might look short, I am good. And now Greinke's going to have a freaking, career day, probably a complete game. First time in 5 years. But we move. I'm not betting it.
Yeah, for the Tigers today, I think their best shot at offense, it's not going to be consistent. It's going to be I saw SBR talk about Kerry Carpenter. One of those guys are going to hit a multi-RBI home run. That's going to have to be, I think, how they score a majority of the runs against Greinke.
Okay. Need that shirt, Krabs? Yeah, this shirt's fresh, dude. Tiger Woods. Absolutely vibing. It's kind of big, but I figured I'd put it on with the Open today. What are you guys sweating out in the Open? You guys got any futures? You take any of Kenny's plays yesterday? You spoon-fed? Anybody got a Phil future with me? It's going to be a sweat. It's going to be a sweat.
Yo, did John Daly get 2 birdies?
Oof. Is he teed off yet?
I think so.
Let's see.
Let's take a peep.
What's Daly doing? Although, honestly, Josh could probably find this faster than me. We'll get an update for you.
Yeah, he's got 1.
How many holes?
He's through 13.
He just needs 1 more.
All right.
Yeah, he's got 5 holes.
Okay.
And 2 par 5s.
2 par 5s, Trent. That's actually huge. Okay. 18's a birdie hole. Yep. Chaco W's. Good. Yeah, this tournament's going to be nuts. Just wait till it starts pouring down rain on Saturday. I'm so excited. It's going to be nasty. I cannot wait to root for the course. I'm going to root for the course. These guys are going to play like crap. It's going to make me feel better about my shit golf game. 100%. 100%.
There we go.
All right. We're going to do the rest of these MLB games, chat. Don't you guys worry. I think there's 4 more we haven't covered, but we got a little bit of time. All right. So we're going to do some football. We're going to do some NFL talk. All right. The people need it. We are so close. We're about 5. What are you doing?
Football.
Oh, he's excited. Go well.
Yeah, 5 weeks. I thought something good happened. 5 weeks, boys. We're going to talk some Saquon. We're going to talk about taking command, like the new Commanders owner did today. Huge. He's got the team and the reins handed over to him. No BS, no Dan Schneider, tricks like we were all expecting. We're good to go. And then Javon, we got to look at some of these early season prize pick squares. We got to look at them. I've got a couple in my back pocket that I like. We'll talk through them. We're not locking in squat today, but want to go over them and start picking people's brains on if chat likes him. Looks like we got a K. Sure, good. Strider 6 Ks. Let's go.
Endo Diab.
Nicholson Birdie. Let's go.
Endo Diab.
Go.
I'll whoop your ass in the show, brother.
What? Yeah, were you getting worked in the show yesterday? Was that the story?
Bro, I lost 3 units.
Dude, that's bad, man. I bet.
Tough. You lose money on the diamond, you go, and you lose money on the fake diamond.
Yeah, literally, dude.
It's unreal.
When does it end? It doesn't.
Never.
Alvin's ball just did a 520 around the hole. Oh, brutal. Absolutely brutal. All right, chat, let's move. Let's talk about Saquon here for a second, Javon. Let's watch this video about him talking about holding out. I feel like it's pretty good, and I want to get chat's opinions on if they like it or if they think he's being a jerk.
I could say fuck you to the Giants. I could say fuck you to my teammates and be like, you want me to show you my worth? You want to show you how valuable I am to the team? I won't show up. I won't play down. And that's a play I can use. Anybody knows me, knows that's not something I want to do. But like it's something that crossed my mind. It's like I never thought I would ever do that. But like now I'm at a point where it's like, Jesus, like I might have to take it to this level. And like, am I willing? Am I prepared to take it to the level? I don't know. That's something I got to sit down and like I got to talk to my family. I got to sit down and talk to my team. Got to really, strategize about this. Can't just like go off of emotions because like I sit here and say like, oh, be mature.
I don't know who's more gone, Ohtani or Barkley. Okay, probably both. All right. I mean, he is out of that. There he goes. See ya.
Walk.
I mean, he's
for Strider.
Yeah. Okay. Walk potential for Strider. W's. Good. Look, I'm with chat here. You guys hit the nail on the head right away. I think Daniel Jones is going to get exposed. Maybe not in the regular season, but when it comes down to playoff time, listen, Saquon had a great season last year. He looked unbelievable. He looked like that guy. All right. 300 carries, 1,300 yards, 10 tutties, 4.5 yards per carry. The dude he's dialed. He was healthy. He did what he was supposed to do finally because it's been year after year of injuries. And I understand why they don't want to pay him. We talked about the running back situation 2 days ago on BTL about them all whining about their position being, less meaningful. And unfortunately, with the way the sport's changing, it is. That's just how it is. But that doesn't mean having a guy like Saquon, who's not only, one of the best players on your team, but a leader, a captain, a guy who's supposed to be the face of your franchise for years from when you drafted him. It's a tough look, and I'm worried. We saw Daniel Jones have a career year last season. Can we bank on him to produce like that again? I'm not a believer personally. And I think once you get to the playoffs, the Giants won that game last year in the wild card, Javon, against the Vikings. Very impressive, thanks to Saquon and his touchdowns and his physical running. And once you get into the playoffs, that's when you might want a bruiser like that. And I think it could end up biting them in the butt. If I was a Giants fan, I personally would be very upset if Saquon doesn't end up re-signing because I don't want to just have Daniel Jones running the show and being the only guy. That scares the living heck out of me, and there's no way any Giants fans can tell me any differently. I'd want Saquon back. I'd overpay a little bit, even if you get a franchise tag, even if you need him for 1 year. You put on a show last year. You got a new coach. Seems like you guys are moving in the right direction. Why not bring him back for at least another year and see if last season was a fluke or see if this team is legitimate and could potentially go back to the playoffs once again?
Yeah, and you talk about like how good the Giants were last year. Like, yeah, Daniel Jones had the best year of his career by a wide margin, and yes, he's improving, and it's not to take that away from him, but guess what also happened last year? That was Saquon's healthiest year that he's had in the NFL since he first came up. So it definitely goes with one another, and you can talk about production-wise, like in that wild card game, you got in the end zone, you didn't really, you had 60 yards or something, so you look on paper and, by yardage, he's not that productive, but the offense doesn't open up without Saquon. And the underrated part, I think, about this whole running back struggle is that you're viewing everyone as the same, but like you touched on, not only is Saquon a running back for that offense, but he's a huge leader in the locker room for those guys. So he's a little more valuable than I say just a random plug-and-play running back, despite the durability issues. So that's kind of where I stray across here, and I don't see a situation where he holds out and misses games for the Giants, to be honest with you. I don't think they can afford that. I think they'll find a solution before they get to that point.
Yep.
So I'm hoping so too, because I like the Giants. I want to see them be good. I know you don't.
I know. It'd be weird if I did. Look,
Yeah.
You hit the nail on the head, Javon. You had the best comment. There's a correlation between Daniel Jones playing well last season and Saquon being healthy and putting up 1,300 yards, 4.5 yards per carry, and being that guy. There is. And if that team takes him away, it's going to be Daniel Jones being overexposed and having too many responsibilities, and he's going to fold like a Dollar Tree lawn chair like he has, in the majority of the years past. He can't do it on his own. All right. He played last year because the defense had to frickin', stay tapped in with Saquon, who was healthy and running like a maniac. No wonder why Daniel Jones had a great year. He wasn't the main focus. You take Saquon away, they're going to be strapping you up, and you're toast. And you're not going to have a career year once again. I'm with it. They got to bring him back.
Yeah.
And I'll give Dable credit. He's a good coach.
You got to give him. Yeah, Dable credit for sure. But, I mean, he's developing – he's a quarterback whisperer, quite obviously, but he's developing that offense as a whole. And obviously massive chunk of that offense is also Saquon Barkley. So
yep.
It's not going to be the same like with Wayne Gallman. You can have him try doing that for a full season and see what numbers Daniel Jones puts up.
Yep. I'm with it. Same page. We move. All right, let's see if they bring back Saquon. My prediction is they will. Let's talk about the Commanders. W day for all Commanders fans out there. I know there's some out there. You might still be hiding. It's okay. It's safe now. All right, you may come out of the woods. You've returned. Your team now has life, a chance. You don't have a toxic owner dragging you down anymore. All right, this is a huge day for our football program. This is the greatest day in Washington football team history, maybe since we've won Super Bowls since the 90s, straight up. This might be the greatest day. This day is better than the day we signed RG3. We drafted RG3. This day is better than Kirk Cousins, going on a 7-game win streak at the end of the season, taking us to the playoffs in an electric fashion with that cool team, Deshaun Jackson and Pierre Garçon. This is better. This feels like Christmas, okay? And yeah, you might say it's sad in chat. It is, all right? And Commanders fans have been dealing with bullshit year in and year out for the last 20 years. It has sucked. There might not be a fan base to be a part of that's worse than being a Commanders fan in the last 20 years. Not only has it been bad teams, it has been, ethical issues, and we'll leave it at that. Okay. This is huge for our program. We now finally have a real reset, and in my opinion, have a chance. All right. Because we always had that freaking dark cloud hanging over us and Dan Schneider, who was going to F it up in some sort of way eventually. All right. He's gone. The devil is out of here. All right. We have a savior coming in. I am so excited and ecstatic for Josh Harris coming in to change the game. The Commanders now have a chance. W's.
It's huge.
I am hype. Krabs, it was nice meeting you, but I will never attend another Commanders game again. That was awful. Yep, don't blame you at all. The Fed is interesting, to say the least.
That's a guy who's been to the Trop quite a few times too, so that's saying something.
How about those great Commanders clips from quarterback? I don't know if you guys have watched it, but Kirk Cousins still respects the Commanders and that organization and that team after what they did to him. I guess you could say they also kind of built him up and made him what he is, drafting him randomly in that draft, 2 rounds behind RG3. So he still respects us. And you'd see a lot of these guys in the league take a different angle and not really vibe with the team who doesn't want to bring you back. Well, he still respects us. And they had great clips talking about it. And Kirk Cousins, I've honestly grown to like him a little bit more after watching that show, which I didn't think was possible. I recommend you guys watch it if you're a football fan.
Yeah, I thought he was going to be a lot more boring in that show, which I mean,
no, he was being funny. He was being good.
Yeah, he's not the most exciting guy, but it's still it's an interesting watch with him there, which I thought it wasn't going to be. So good for him. I'm happy for the Commanders.
Dude, I got bullied by everyone I knew in middle school. I didn't have a choice. Okay, it's either I transfer schools or I switch my teams. Okay, I didn't have a choice. But yes, looking back on it, that was a misfire. It is what it is. Do we even have a QB? No, we don't. It doesn't matter. Nobody respects the Commanders. Wrap it up. All right, dig that. I'm looking forward to your show, my man. Let me know. Let's move, Javon. We've got some early NFL season squares we need to talk about. Let's freaking go, dude. Let's freaking go. I've got a lot of angles I like. I want you to start it out, though. Somebody already brought it up, Deshaun Watson. Let the people know what you're thinking about Deshaun Watson this season. Let them know.
Love him.
Chris, I'm not.
Yeah.
Perhaps talk about that dinner and Javon was splooging over him.
we can leave that by the wayside there. But he's
we're not
gonna have a he's gonna have a great year.
Javon is a big Deshaun Watson fan, and he is not afraid of who he tells. We'll leave it
on the field.
Cattell Marte triple.
No.
You hate to see that. A little shocking. But Deshaun Watson, though, I think he's going to have a really good year, which a lot of people seem to be on that side, but I'm perfectly fine with staying there. The Browns, I mean, Deshaun Watson, people forget, like, as terrible as he was at the end of the season, I can't really blame the guy. I mean, he got thrusted into a little position here due to all the off-the-field stuff going on. He played a handful of games. He talked about how he wasn't really comfortable in that system quite yet. And then he played, I think 2 games that were in an absolute monsoon, terrible weather games. So, like, at the end of the season, like, yes, he wasn't good. Yes, that was definitely a little bit of an indictment on the Browns offense as a whole. But after a full offseason getting together with these guys, I think he's going to be fantastic. And I think that offense as a whole is going to have much more of an identity that they did last season. Last season, Kevin Stefanski is a terrible coach. I'll say that. Going a very heavy run first, which they should with the backs that they have, but they don't know quite when to do it. I think, again, they've been talking about this season, how they've been talking with Watson, and it's going to be a much better flow, much more comfortable with his strengths in that offense. So I won't go too deep into like the X's and O's of everything just yet because it's still July, but all in on Watson.
W's. I'm with you. We're on the same page there. We'll leave the off-field stuff to the side, but on the field this year, I think he absolutely dominates. I'm with you. I'll be taking that in something, 100%.
Chat quoted, life on the line, Deshaun Watson yards.
Damn right.
Yeah. Do not put me back at that table, Trent. I just had to sit there and listen to Javon defend Deshaun Watson and his football plays and his football prowess.
Okay. Yeah, I don't defend anything else.
Maybe we keep that to ourselves next time.
Yeah.
I like it. I also like Dak Prescott. Less than 13.5 interceptions. I know we talked about that earlier this week. Not going to go into it too much, but we've heard him talk about he's going to limit the interceptions this season. He's not even going to throw 10. Yeah, I bet. But you know what? He might throw 10, but he's not throwing 13.5. He's not throwing 14. All right. I think he limits the picks. I think he had a ton of fluky interceptions last year. I like the Cowboys this season, unfortunately. I'm going to throw up just saying that. It does not sound right. But I do think the Cowboys win that division. And they play well. Looks like we got more strikeouts in chat. Let's freaking go. I think the Cowboys dominate. I think Dak has a career season this year. I think the one thing he has to work on the most is obviously interceptions and turnovers because last year was ridiculous. And if he can't fix that going into this year with that being his highest priority, he's kicked. And he's not legit, and he's not going to take that team to a Super Bowl or do anything ever, and they should honestly just release him and restart. Okay? I'm willing to bank and bet on Dak Prescott making the adjustments, throwing less picks, throwing less balls, that are in coverage, and probably having less fluke shit because there was a ton last year. All right, give me Dak to limit the picks and throw less than 13 interceptions this year.
Thoughts on CeeDee Lamb again?
Yeah, sure. I like CeeDee. I think he dominates. I think people are worrying about who did they sign? They brought in a pretty decent receiver from Texas, right? From Houston. Who did they bring in?
Brandon Cooks. People are all worried about Brandon Cooks. I honestly think that's only going to help and get someone else out there on the field who's speedy and can kind of draw some good coverage and open him up a little bit. I'm in. I like him the ball. I think you run it back with him. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm talking about Dak too. I think we talked about that a little bit ago. Like, as much as I want to take credit away from the Cowboys and him because I despise them, a lot of those interceptions are really not his fault. Like, as bad as maybe the decision making has been for him at times, mid-major Mouse City of 15, missing 5 games too. Which I'm not gonna act like he was great, but a lot of those interceptions, like, I mean, the first one that comes to my mind is the Jags one in overtime that lost them the game. That was a pick 6. I forget who it was that dropped the pass right in their chest. And then it got taken back for pick 6. There was a lot of those instances for Dak Prescott last year. So as much as I despise him, I think if he puts an emphasis on kind of leaning into that, I want to see him get 11. That's what I want to see. Because I want him to be absolutely wrong and get clowned on the timeline, but still go under this.
Can we pull up Strider He's in the trenches right now, fighting for his freaking life, fighting to keep the Braves to score first alive. A leadoff triple. Okay,
Yeah,
he's battling.
Ooh, SBR.
God his ass, bitch.
Trent,
Let's go.
Trent, look at SBR no ball. Look who's right here.
Oh my!
Yeah,
I
I
you
woke
heard me
up
talking about this one.
last week. I walk into Dave's office and I see all I see on his computer screen is Prize Picks open with this dude in his slip and nothing else. I go, wow, you let Javon talk you into it, huh?
Unbelievable. I told Dave we're gonna need to get like a Dave's takes segment before NFL starts. The people need to know what we're predicting for the NFL season coming up.
Yeah,
100%.
We need
that could be his, that could be his POI play of the year.
Hey, we need his Ravens report. He's a big Lamar guy. And speaking
100%.
of the Ravens, I want to get in on some Mark Andrews touchdowns today, or not today, this season.
Yes,
this season. Which I'm not in on yards because something that I've been kind of looking at with them. Obviously, they added a big receiving core, new OC and Todd Monken. There's going to be. I saw a lot of tweets about how they ran like a ridiculous percentage of their plays last season with only one wide receiver on the field. And they have new wide receiver cores now that are able to run different sets, but Todd Monken also doesn't run those sets. So I think yardage wise, like Mark Andrews isn't going to get the same target share down the field. But when you talk about the red zone, that's where he's really going to thrive. And he went a long stretch. I forget exactly how many games through the end of last season, which a lot of that was due to quarterback little rotation there, with a lot of it being Tyler Huntley. But he didn't score for a while. So I think the red zone targets are going to be through the roof, especially assuming Lamar is going to be healthy for a majority of the season this year. So I'm backing some positive regression from him, like 6.5 touchdowns, I believe it is.
Okay. I'm so in on that. People forget how dominant Mark Andrews was when healthy in the red zone 2 years ago. Last year, it's tough. There was a bunch of factors. Number one, he wasn't healthy. Most importantly. Number two, Lamar wasn't healthy.
That too.
Okay. 100%. I mean, Lamar loves his tight ends 100%. And we got another K. Let's go. Come on, Strider.
I bet.
Lead off triple. Don't mean shit. Unbelievable.
Got his ass.
Got his ass. Let's go. Come on, Striders. We got no walks out of them, but that's okay. I like this angle, Javon, so much.
Puck drop in Toronto.
Puck drop in Toronto.
Okay.
There we go. Ooh, Yelich, Timothy. Yelich, the Nuke.
Brewers. Sheesh. Yelich is having such a good season. I blame Trent. No way he's hitting 2 nukes in a game. Well, that happened quick.
Yeah, I bet.
All right. Spencer Himothy, Demon Slip Strider. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Javon, what do you think about Najee Harris to record 1,000 yards this year? He's at 999.5. Okay. That kind of scares me. That's the only thing I don't like about it, is that it looks like they're setting that up for you to take is more than, right, and get 1,000 yards. But last year, look, Mike Tomlin made it very clear before the season last year, they were not going to overwork. They were not going to overuse Najee. They don't want him getting hurt. They don't want putting too many miles on him when the team is not, winning a Super Bowl this year. Well, the team somehow overperformed last year. Ended up making the playoffs somehow, some way, like they always freaking do with Mike Tomlin, the coaching goat. Guy finds a way to win, plain and simple. But the thing is, dude, everyone's worried about this backup running back that stole some touches from them last year. This year, I think it's going to be a full go for Pittsburgh, looking to make some noise after they found out Kenny Pickett probably is going to be their guy. And I think they're going to feed Najee a ton this season. I think they'll be in winning game scripts a lot and run the ball, milking the clock. All right, I like their defense. So I want to roll with Najee to get another 1,000-yard season. I mean, Javon, he got it last year when they were eliminating snaps. It's impressive. I don't see him having any sort of – I don't see him getting less carries. I see him getting more carries, and I don't see the production going down one bit. And I think the team's going to be better overall. Give me his rush yards. They're going to let him loose this year.
Yeah, I don't mind it. I worry a little bit about the defenses he's going to face, the rush defenses that he's going to face, especially like early in the season. That's where like a lot of my main concern comes. Obviously, they start the season with the Niners, which is a little scary, and they go Browns. He has 2 really good matchups, but I think this is going to be – I know it'll be early in the season. Jesus Christ. But early in the season, I think you're going to have massive games against the Raiders and Texans, which are week 3 and week 4 for them. You're starting off with the Browns and Niners, and you're going Ravens, Rams, Jags, Titans, Packers too, which Packers are a lot better last season too. So I kind of worry about the strength of schedule there too, because I'm kind of with you. I think they're going to be certainly feeding him the rock like they did even when they limited his snaps last year, but I just don't know if, especially early in the season, like the game script is going to be for them either. It's going to be tough.
Okay. All right. Maybe we put that one on the back seat then. Do we want to – what was I looking at here? Is there a receiver we can take?
Somebody mentioned it. Well, I was going to say that's for the Steelers. I mean, this is kind of a Mark Andrews type situation. Not yards, but I like his touchdowns at 5.5. A guy who's due for a ridiculous amount of targets in the end zone, especially after obviously how last year went with him not getting a single one. Because like I had talked about, they're going to go against a lot of tough rush defenses. They're going to have to see some progression with Kenny Pickett. And especially in the red zone, I think Deontay Johnson is going to get targeted out the ass. So that's what I would go with if I was taking anybody on the Steelers.
Yep. Okay. And I like that angle as well. I mean, the guy had a weird amount of no touchdown games. I don't think he even had a touchdown last year.
No, yeah, he didn't.
He didn't have a single one?
No.
That is insane. That's insane. Holy smokes. Deontay about to go crazy? Yeah, I like that angle. I do. Who else are we looking at, Javon? Who else were we talking about down in Dallas the other week? That Devontae Adams square? We could square up and take.
Yeah.
I think that might be the only GOAT that I'm really looking for this year to be backing. I think he just does what he always does, and that's stay healthy and ball.
Yeah, if I was going to take a GOAT, I would take Devontae Adams, which a lot of that I want to make sure that everything's right with Jimmy Garoppolo. I know there's been some weird rumors about that, but if he's a full go, you talk about what Garoppolo loves to do, and I certainly love the fit with the Derek Carr and Devontae Adams, more of a downfield threat there, but this guy is one of, if not the scariest wide receivers in all of football with the ball in his hands. And Jimmy G is known as Tom Brady Jr., little checkdowns everywhere, because it's really all that he can do. And I think they're going to obviously prioritize that throughout the length of the season. And their defense is bad, so they're going to be in a lot of shootouts, I think, similar to last year. So, I mean, Devontae Adams is my GOAT if I'm taking one. Yeah, catches would be – I'm hoping they put him up because I really like his receptions. We haven't seen those categories pop up yet, but I assume they're going to be. That would be fine for that. Yeah.
Yeah, we need that. We need that category like air, man. Like absolute air.
Bad. So bad.
If they put up Devontae Adams receptions, that will 100% be in my season-long entry. That's smack. He might have 10 catches a game, Javon.
Yeah, he's going to be 100%. He's going to be feasting.
Are there any other guys you were looking at that you wanted to back? I want to back Josh Allen in some capacity this season. I like the Bills. I think they might be my team this season that I ride for a future at least. We saw Josh Allen struggle last year a lot in the passing game, but you know what? He was hurt playing with that bum elbow. He'll be coming into this year healthy. I think he balls. I think Diggs is going to have a career year as well. I think he absolutely dominates. I like the script for them this season, honestly. I think they win a ton of games. And we got a Reds bang. Luke Mailey nuke. Will Benson scores. Let's go. Let's go.
That's my GOAT. That's my GOAT.
Luke Mailey bang. Let's fucking go, boys. Let's go.
That's my GOAT.
Holy smokes.
Get him right. We also just got a White Sox early run, so we need some offense from the Reds. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Mailey have with you though.
Let's freaking go, boys. Come on, Reds. Show some hearts. Still no runs in Arizona and Atlanta.
Let's see if Ellie can do something.
Come on, Ellie. What do you say, kids? Also, I'm not going to say it. Actually, I will say it. Zach Allen's throwing a no-no through 4. He is. He's throwing a no-hitter through 4. Crazy.
Zach Allen has a no-hitter, does he?
Zach Allen now has a no-hitter going through 4 innings. Unbelievable. It'd be a shame if that got busted in the next inning. It really would be a shame.
Would be a huge shame.
How would you back
Josh
no out
Allen for Ellie? Look at that.
No way.
He did something.
Reds again? Ellie base knock.
104.
Let's
I'm telling you,
freaking
dude, he's
go.
been smoking the ball yesterday. I thought about fading him today. I thought about doing it just so he could do something.
I bet.
You were talking about it. W's Trent, thanks for saying he needs to get sent down. He's playing well today. Good looks. Always appreciate it.
He's like 1 for his last 26 or something.
Yeah.
So that's
Still
huge.
time to send him down. He's gonna get hosed at second. Dude, Snell is fucking Kanji, chat.
No way.
Yeah, he's cooked.
Is he still pitching right now? You want us to pull it up?
No, it's all right. He's cooked.
Okay.
Dude,
All right.
2 outs, 2 batters in, or
Yeah.
3 batters in. That's a
He's
light
got-
walk.
He's got 10 pitches already, bro.
Dude, I bet. Well, to take your mind off of what Snell's doing right now, let's talk to us about some NFL Go Well squares.
Wait, no, yeah, I was actually loving what you guys were crafting, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
I loved it. Mark Andrews, cheeky.
Got to.
I love that square, dude.
I love those 3 squares right there.
Mm-hmm.
What are the
Yeah,
others?
the Dak one's nasty, but it's hitting. I hate to say it.
Scroll down on the slip.
Yeah.
Najee. What's that last one? I can't see it.
Deontay Johnson.
Tutties.
Oh,
I'd say you go that one over the Najee one after Javon's little sell job there. I mean, Deontay had 0 tutties last season. He's at 5.5 this year, I bet. That's
he had
crazy.
0?
0.
Zip.
Not 1.
That's
insane.
wild. Yeah. Debo over yards. I'm good on that. Thoughts on St. Brown receptions? Wouldn't mind squaring up on St. Brown, honestly. He's one of those guys that just gets absolutely fed. If he stays healthy, it'll probably hit.
Come on,
I don't hate it.
please.
Come on, Snell.
We got
Snell got
O2s,
a lot.
man. Put your 3s up, chat. We need this one like air.
Come on.
We need it like
Yeah.
air.
This too.
That's
It's not like he
crazy.
wasn't getting. It's not like he wasn't getting balls like in the end zone at all. He just, I mean, whether it was Kenny Pickett's fault or just, I mean, most of the time when I saw Deontay Johnson, it was that. But also, good defensive plays. He got very unlucky. That's like a xERA for a pitcher. We're kind of fading back here.
Okay. Well, we did some talk, Javon. We probably got to go over. Oh, they got a challenge. Vlad is
Vlad is
out.
out.
Huh.
Oh.
Okay. Save some pitches.
I mean, sure. Would have loved just one more pitch.
Oh, yeah. All right. Chat, we're going to move. All right. We got a couple games to go over, some late night MLB. We got about 4 to go over. Okay. We'll do Javon's cheat sheet as well. But first, we've got an opportunity for you guys to not come in last in your fantasy football league this year. So you don't have to do a crazy punishment. I know you guys are starting to talk about it in your group chats. I know you're starting to discuss punishments. Nobody wants to play golf in a dress this year, do they? Okay. We're giving you a discount, 25% off if you use Book It on the 4for4 draft guide, fantasy football. All right, listen up. 92% of their subscribers last year made the playoffs. That is nuts. Pretty much what these guys are doing are just spoon feeding you fantasy football nukes. All right. You're wondering how your friend, your buddy in your league always balls every year, wins, always picks up the best guys before they end up turning into studs. Probably because they're using 4for4. Okay. And I'm not talking Wendy's. All right. This is your friend's secret weapon in your freaking league who wins every year. And you don't even know why or how, because you know he doesn't know ball like that. He's using 4for4. You need to get involved too. Give yourselves a darn chance. This is the most accurate ratings and tools out there. They've been doing this since 2010. Use promo code BOOKIT, 25% off, okay? And don't come in last in your fantasy league this year because I know you guys are shaking in your boots. All right, I know you are. Help yourselves out, all right? Use our promo codes. We'll put the website link in the chat. Joshy, I know you got us. Don't finish in last. Don't wear a dress in a golf outing with your boys, all right? That was my punishment last year. I didn't lose, but my buddy still hasn't done it yet. We've all been chirping him every day. Don't be that guy. Don't come in last, okay? Get the subscription, 25% off, promo code BOOKIT on 4for4. We move.
There we go.
We move. Javon, let's go over your cheat sheet here real quick, and then we'll go over these last 4 games. All right?
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, there's not all that much that's like overly crazy with a super short slate. A lot of these have really gotten underway already, too. Definitely looking for some Turks out of Kopech very soon. Hopefully we see that, especially from Lindor. Would love to see that. Glasnow is an interesting name. Just overall, I guess the Rays are a very interesting name, and we'll talk about that a little bit. But he's struggled in the barrel department lately, and this is an Orioles team who already touched him up for 6 first start around in the Trop, and now they get to see him again. You'd think this would be pretty easy for them. I bet. So that's really what I'm taking away from this year with the games that haven't started yet. I guess we can go to the bottom real quickly.
Cheat sheets.
Sure.
Yeah. Got to.
Bryce Harper unders. That at bat yesterday was actually a disgrace to the game of baseball.
Dude.
I don't know what happened with that. Like what?
Apparently he couldn't pick up the. Like he just couldn't pick up the pitch, and so he was just trying to get walked.
Yeah, I bet.
He literally was like, "Yeah, I have 0 chance against this guy. I'm just gonna stand here and not even move."
He's
so weird.
Don't understand.
So weird. Yeah,
Don't
looked like he was
understand
giving up almost.
Yeah,
Interesting.
that was really weird. I mean, as a Brewers backer, I enjoyed it. I was really confused.
Sure.
But yeah, we can go to the bottom real quickly because we have 2 games on there that are on the night slate, which I guess is really all we have to choose from for the squad ride, pretty much. This Cardinals-Cubs game, and then Astros-A's. Cards game is interesting because they're facing Marcus Stroman for the 3rd time this season, and they're also the best team in the league by a pretty wide margin against sinkers. So first time around, Marcus Stroman faced them. He pitched pretty well, quality start through 6. Second time, I think a lot of people remember that start in London. He got absolutely destroyed. I don't know if it was a blister or a fingernail thing, one of the two. I remember that kind of ailing him prior to that. So whether that affected it or not, they saw him again, hit pretty well off of him. So it'd be interesting to see how it plays out today. And then the Astros, really weird game there too. We'll talk about it. But they're playing the A's today. A's coming off a really good offensive performance. Shout out them yesterday against the Red Sox and Brian Bayo. Astros have been destroying lefties, and they get Hogan Harris today. Maybe they break out an opener that hasn't been announced yet. But they face lefties they've been killing, but they're also coming out of Coors. So it's an interesting spot there. Kind of don't like runs in either of these games that we're going to see. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Slate kind of sucks.
Slate sucks. A lot of early games. It is what it is. Looks like we got a leadoff walk from Abbott. Oh, no. Man on first, no outs. Might need to sweat that one out while we talk about these later games. I'm getting scared. I am. Chat, would you guys rather us have the odds up for the games we're talking about and betting on, or would you rather us put up the game cast so you guys can sweat out the Reds? Let us know in chat. Do you want Reds or do you want the odds? Looks like we got 1 out. W's. Good.
Yeah, 1 out.
Come on, Abbott. Hang in there, brother. Hang in there. Do your job. Do your job. Looks like a lot of game casts. Sweat the Reds. All right, we'll put up the Reds.
Let's do it.
And then we'll talk about these last couple games. All right. Hopefully after this half inning, then we can pivot back to the odds. Let's talk about, what do we got, Javon? Minnesota, Seattle, I believe is the first one. Pablo Lopez versus Kirby. Looks like Kirby's laying -120, -125-ish. Total up from 7 to 7.5. I kind of like the over here. I wouldn't be surprised if we see some runs in this game, but I don't have a side I like. I don't know who I want to back, whether it's Lopez or Kirby here. Do you have an angle on the side?
I don't really have an angle on the side because I can tell you, like, from the way these first 2 games have gone and then the pitching matchup that we get today too, like, initially I was all in on this going under, but now with, you know, what's been released lineup wise, and obviously you had the move from 7 to 7.5, like you mentioned, you know, for the Twins, you got no Correa, you got no Max Kepler, I believe, too, which I'm not going to act like Kepler is a big line mover, but you want a lefty in the lineup, which they've shown that they've needed in this series. So with that still going up 7 to 7.5, it makes me concerned. Not enough to play the over, but certainly enough to talk me off the under. But yeah, I can't do it. If anything, I would probably lean Twins again because, like I said, the line started to move up, but the one thing that's actually moved back towards them is the actual game line, which I thought was a little weird, even if, you know, you talk about how these last 2 games have gone. So I'm really confused on how to get involved. I don't even know if I want to get involved, period.
Okay. Yep. I like the over. I lean that way. I'm not betting it. Chiote, man, I don't want to bet on them, dude. I'm just going to tell you straight up. They're 28 and 69, Chiote. You're really going to make me bet them?
Don't let that dude talk you into it, man. He tries sucking everybody in every day.
Shote, man. Look, I know you want Vintage Crabs, but Vintage Crabs lost 40 units in MLB last year. I'm not betting the Royals. Okay, no thanks. I appreciate your efforts. They don't go unnoticed. Okay, I respect the heart. Yeah, we need a Megalodon soon in MLB is what we need, but we don't need the Royals ML today.
No.
We don't need that. All right. With that being said, they're going to now win 10-0. So go ahead and lock your bets in, but I'm good. All right. Javon, Rays and Orioles, my dude. We got to talk about this game. We've got Glasnow laying -180 against the Orioles ace, biggest innings eater, Kyle Gibson, most expensive player on that team. Orioles are on fire out of the break, right? Recently just took over first place, I believe, or at least tied it. Yeah.
Oh, they took it over. They
took it over. Yep. And we know the Rays haven't been playing great. Okay. They're not looking too hot. But we got Glasnow laying -180. Does he deserve that fat of a money line?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Not at all. Which is what makes this ridiculous. Glasnow up to -180. I mean, you look at all his props in the books; they're super high too. For like I mentioned a little earlier, I saw him in the Trop about a month ago, and what did they do? They put up 6 on him in a little less than 5 innings. So you come back now, the Rays are out of like the top upper tier teams. They're one of the coldest teams out there. The Orioles just took a win from the Dodgers, but before that, they were on one of the hottest streaks of their season as well. Swept the Marlins, won a couple of games there. So they finally took over first place. Congratulations to them. And now they're coming into the Trop as massive underdogs. You're getting like a +1.5 on the Orioles for just about -115. So that should be free with their best pitcher so far this season on the mound against Tyler Glasnow, who they've already hit up. Series odds quite certainly short for a 4-game series as well. The Rays are sitting +120, which is, again, for a 4-game series is pretty significant. So,
yeah, did not think this bet would be going into the 5th inning.
Yeah,
this
I know.
Is ridiculous, dude. What inning is it? It might be later.
Olsen 104 out. I fucking bet.
Unbelievable, dude.
Yeah, Gallen's getting destroyed just for no hits.
W to Jen, noted. I'll be down.
10.
Saw a chat the other day, down 20 units-ish this year. Right now, I'm down 1 unit on the MLB season so far this year. I can't track all my bets on Pickett like I wish I could because I'm not always in the state chat. I track all my bets myself. Last year, I was down 40 units on MLB. Disgusting, terrible. Right now, I'm down 40.93 units. That's transparency. I'll tell you right to your face. You guys know baseball is not my best sport, but this season, we're about even. Okay? Down about 0.97 use. All right?
We got
so don't just
relay.
Look at the Pickett numbers.
Get the Giants out at the plate?
Helly in all caps.
No way.
That's hard.
No way.
That is hard.
Let's go, De La Cruz. That's massive.
That's so huge.
Crybaby Wilmer Flores out at the plate.
Unbelievable. Yep, karma's a bitch, huh? Let's freaking go, Reds. Come on, boys. Huge. You know I got sneak units on those boys. Come on. All right, let's keep moving. Let's keep grooving. Okay, Rays ML. I'm playing it. Javon, you have another angle that we'll talk about in a little bit, how you're going to play it. I'm going to put 1.5 units on the Rays ML and go about my day and not get burned on the -1.5 in a home team in a close game like I did with the Phillies the other night. And it sucked the soul out of me. Not in a good way. Okay? Give me the money line. I'll go 1.5 U's, help eat the juice. If it wins, it's the same thing as taking, -120, 1 unit. Sure. Pays out the same.
Don't say that. Don't say that when we're talking about the Rays, man.
It just can't lose.
We don't need that.
It just can't lose. Well, you know what, Javon? I really like them today. I think they win.
All right, fair enough.
Did Jen just turn off the stream, I think? We got a Phil Birdie. Let's go. Come on, Phil. Come on, Phil. Javon's so pissed. Oh, man.
Unreal.
John Daly bogeys on the par 5. Oh, no.
Oh, GG.
Oh,
GG.
Gross. All right, let's keep moving. Let's keep grooving. St. Louis and Chicago. We got Nats going against Stroman, Javon. Stroman's already pitched against these boys a couple times. Let the people know.
Yeah. Like you talked about, first time around, he faced them. Pretty good quality start out of him. Oh, Lord.
Can you just read that out loud for me real quick?
Yeah, Zach Allen's throwing a perfect game. Sure.
Yeah,
I'd like to announce that Zach Gallen is throwing a perfect game.
Wow. A perfect game Zach Gallen is throwing right now, currently, as this moment. Perfect game right now from Zach Gallen. That's crazy. It'd be a shame if somebody jinxed it. It'd be a shame. Stroman legacies? Sure. Javon, I don't know though, man. What do you think? You think Stroman does enough today?
I don't think so, to be honest with you. And I kind of lean the under in this game, so it's not me thinking that you're going to come out and get like a London type start from against the Cardinals, but the Cardinals bats are getting hot, which I would love to back them when they're starting to get hot, even though they've taken advantage of a couple teams going the opposite direction of them, like the Marlins that they've been playing. But the biggest thing here for me on the Cardinals pitching side, Steven Matz nobody likes him. Nobody wants to back him. I really don't love him either, but we got an in-play now out for India.
Okay. Fuck you, chat.
Hilarious. But I was looking through some of his underlying metrics, and they actually look pretty encouraging. I'll say that for the little return that he's made here. He's generating like the highest whiff rate that he's had in like 2 or something years, over the past couple starts in the month of July, or starts/appearances or longer appearances out of the pen. So he's pitching a lot better, and that is going right along with the Cubs, who now sit just around 20th in the league against left-handed pitching. They used to be up near the top, for the beginning of the season. They're another team like them and the Brewers have kind of flip-flopped as far as how they perform against lefties. And a big part of that has been their K rate against lefties. So I think that's going to start to go up. I think Matz has a pretty decent start, to be honest with you. And then on the other side, I really talked about it. This is the third time that the Cardinals have seen Marcus Stroman, and a big weakness of them in that first game was they made Stroman, or allowed Stroman, to do exactly what he wanted to do, getting them in a lot of ground ball, a lot of soft contact. Second game, not so much. And they are the best team in the league against the sinker, and they've been hitting that very well as of recent too, which has been a big part of their success. So I think the bats bounce back in a really big way. I'm interested to see one of the more telling things, which the A's in-play runs for Christian.
In-play runs.
And let's go.
Bang! Let's go.
Oh, let's go.
Come on, Reds.
Massive.
Encarnacion.
Yeah, what do you think the odds are for Gallen to throw a perfect game right now?
Minus 500.
No.
Yeah. No, honestly, probably, I don't know, plus 5,000, plus 10,000.
Right now, a no-hitter's plus 1,500, on perfect games plus 3,000.
That's it?
Yeah, plus 2,900 actually.
What the?
Strider to have 15 plus is minus 200, and Strider to have 20 plus is plus 410. 20 plus, dude.
20?
Yeah.
I mean, dude. In-play runs again. Will Benson, Hennessy.
Wow.
Will Benson,
he's so goated. He's so.
Will Benson, the
double? A double or a nuke?
Double, I think.
Grand's on first. That's got to be tough.
Let's go, Benson.
Wait, did you have Whit Merrifield on the cheat sheet?
Yeah.
He just got a single and a stolen bag, I bet.
Timothy.
Absolutely. We got Matty Ice coming in with a sub bang. Let's go, my dude. W's. We got No Dot Diab and Dot Diab coming in with 300 bits. Let's go, Beast. 500 bits.
Dude,
and a sub bang. Sure. 215 bets coming in with a sub bang. Happy Turkey Thursday, fellas. Let's have ourselves a day. Trent, keep the cake away from BTL. Okay. W's. That might be the sub bang of the century. That's hysterical.
Hilarious.
Let's freaking go. All right. Let's keep moving, Javon. What's the play in this game? You were looking at that Cardinals team total. I know. We were talking about that under potentially. Where's your head at right now?
I think it's kind of just lining up with me to be the Cards. In some form or fashion, I'm looking to see if that team total's gone up, which I guess it has some places, but I'm eyeing a lot of places are hanging this 3.5 super juicy, and when they start to move up and you get to that 4.5 at plus money range, that's been what a lot of these kind of shorter team totals have been cashing. Which easy example from yesterday was the Oakland A's, who they were sitting at a 2.5 that was hanging minus 145, minus 150 for a while. Then we got up to game time and it started to creep up to 3.5 at pretty big plus money. So I've been eyeing a lot of those. We're starting to see him move a little bit. You're getting some flat fours on the places that hold those. So I'm hoping it moves up, but I think it's just the Cardinals for me.
Okay. And Josh, are we able to get the game cast up for this, or is it just the score, the OG? It's okay if it is. If it's not working, let me know.
I can try right now. It was bugging earlier. I can try right now.
Why does Whitmer Merrifield think he's Ellie? He's got hose.
He steal again?
He's got hose at third.
Jesus.
Brutal.
Wait, speaking of Josh, hop back up here. Give us the Cubs report, man.
Yeah, we could use a Cubs report.
Yeah.
Dude, I got absolutely nothing for you guys today.
Did you just make a diving catch out there? Or was that another run?
What is going on?
Did you guys see that?
I'm so confused.
In play, no outs. I'm assuming he dove and just stopped that ball and didn't catch it. So now it's first and third, 1 out. Okay. W's. Let's keep moving. Come on. Keep moving. And yeah, if you have any WNBA, Josh, let us know. But I already looked and nothing looks that nasty.
Yeah, I'll text you, but I don't think I got anything for that.
Okay. Drop the catch. Let's freaking go, Phil's W update.
Oh, runners on corners with Elliott the dish. Surely Trent is going to have him sent down for this one.
I'm about to send down Snell if you don't strike this bozo out.
Oh, my gosh.
Dude, Espinal and Trench. Battle of Burgundy, man.
Unbelievable. All right, chat.
To be fair, though, like, Trent, I'm rooting for you, man. But did you really send a slip of 2 green gobs thinking it was going to be easy?
I didn't know they were green. I mean, I was always nuking it. And then I went to go see how green of gobs they were. And I was like, God damn it. And Snell
first still hit. You can still hit, but you know it's not going to be easy.
Snell never makes it easy.
No. Never, ever, ever. How many does he have right now?
1.
Okay. Jesus. Got to pick it up.
Need 2, bro, right here. And he just walked the guy.
Yep. Pretty sure Corbin Burns is throwing a no-hitter right now to crazy. Might get 2 today. Come on, Cruz.
Zach Gallen down with perfect game. I bet.
Yeah. Sure.
Back in. Eddie Rosario spawning in 0-2.
Dude, Papu just sent me the fattest slip, bro. Padres nerd fee, Braves nerd fee, Reds nerd fee, 1,000 to win 6K.
Ooh,
Jesus, Papu.
Did they already smack?
Yeah.
Holy shit, Papu. Let's go, dude. W's. Papu's in the lab. All right. Javon, I like St. Louis on the ML. I don't know if I want to play that or the under yet, but look, the Cardinals look like a different team after the All-Star break. They lost the first game to the Nats post All-Star break, but after that, they've ripped off 5 wins in a row. Their offense looks great. Their pitching staff has been good. Their bullpen's been great. It looks like a new team. Looks like the team we were supposed to see all season. Maybe they hit the reset button. Not saying I'm buying into this team or that they're going to make the playoffs, but I will say they're only 10 games back and there's a lot of time. Oh, he's hosing him at home. He's safe or out?
He's hosed. He got hosed.
No way.
I bet.
God damn it.
Oh, my God. What are we doing? What are we doing? Round of applause on Zach Gallen for his perfect game. Yes, sir, John.
Yeah.
Everybody talk about it. Everybody say it out loud right now. Ready to go. Perfect game.
Need it.
Everybody say it. All right. They're 10 games back. The Cardinals are. There's still time. Okay. They're not packing up shop yet. If they can make some moves and continue winning and keep their win streak going, we got an Arcia nuke. We got an Arcia nuke. Spell your perfect game. Get out of there. Let's fucking go.
Wow.
Let's go, Braves. Catch the first score. Come on, Javon.
You're welcome.
Perfect.
W's, Trent. Great work.
Wow, that was
great
sharp
work.
as air.
Unbelievable. Yeah, now Trent's pounding because he didn't bet it. Now he's pissed.
That was sharp as air, bro.
It really wasn't. He had a fucking perfect game.
No, that was sharp
as air.
I cannot believe that just hit.
Green's green.
Dude had a perfect game into the 6th, and we had a bet on the first team to score. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, that's wild.
Holy smokes. Let's freaking go, Braves. Vibes are up today, chat. We've hit 4 squad rides in a row. All right, let's keep moving. Let's keep grooving. We got one more game to talk about. I do like Cardinals ML, by the way, and I like the under in that game. And Javon, I think you agree, or at least a line.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we got 2 games. We got 2 games here. So, I mean, we can talk about Astros A's too, which I was talking about this with you. Whenever there's these like super, what's
Oh
going
my God,
on?
Ellie's in a rundown.
Ellie, what are you doing, Bozo?
Oh my God, we just got hosed for 2 runs at home.
Dude, that
Dude.
sucks.
What?
It should have been bases
going on?
loaded.
Did he just like turn the corner when the ball was there?
He looked at the guy on second, like overran the base, and then Ellie like kind of had to go.
That's what I thought it was him.
I don't
That's where I was confused.
The guy
But
going to second like definitely went through the base.
I know it looked like it. I mean, from the 3D at least, looked like it was like a routine play at second, and he was safe, and he just kept running.
Yes, maybe Ellie like had to go, and they caught him in that.
That's wild. That's wild.
So beat. That's all right. Shake it off. Javon, give us the rundown about Houston and Oakland. What do you like in that game?
Yeah, so for the first time in a while, I really like JP Francis matchup, which I mean it's the A's, so I'll talk it for what it is. But I like his matchup today. I don't think the A's are going to score much, and I like the under in this game. My only concern is the Astros. Like I said, they've been destroying lefties. But the one thing that's positive for the under there is they have they're coming out of course for one, and we see a lot of suspicious stuff on the board for them. I'm really hoping that the A's are going to go with an opener like they tend to do when they play teams and really get splits against lefties, and they can't put Fujinami out there now because he's on the Orioles, but put a guy out there for an inning or two, then let Hogan Harris go. They've been destroying lefties, but they're also coming out of course, which has been a certain trend to hold on to, especially when you're going to a very pitcher-friendly park. And the second wave of that there. So I think the Astros do well enough offensively. I certainly think they win this game, which I'm going to be locking in a Rays Astros 2-teamer, which is just one of the squarest things I think I've ever done. Minus, I guess the Rays aren't that square, but I don't play minus 200 2-teamers all that often. But I want to lay it with both of them, so I'm going to put them together. So I think they win the game. I think it's going to be like a 6-2 type game maybe, and that's kind of being generous of what I think is going to happen with the Astros offense. But saw some bumps. I was very shocked, especially after everyone was on him yesterday when he had a really good matchup. Kyle Tucker opened at 9.5. He's at 8.5 now, which you don't see him get bumped down, especially when you're playing the A's all that often, which I thought was a little strange. As well as like somebody was talking about how Bregman owns the A's. He's not only up for like a fantasy score, they put him up for hits, runs, and RBI, which seems like the easier option, which again, another thing that I thought was pretty strange. So I don't know. I don't feel all that confident that the Astros are going to put it on the A's today, but I do think they win, and I like that under.
Ooh.
Yeah, give me the under in that game. I'm with you. I think the Oakland bats cool off, and like you said, some of Francis' props up there, like even his fantasy score did look a touch high for how poorly he's been going. I know he's going against Oakland. I get it. There's going to be a tax, but I think he deals.
I don't know if his props are that high necessarily. It's just like I saw some comments yesterday when people were very confused when I was saying Bayo's props were really low because but they were also red. It's just that like when you play the A's, especially you guys with strikeout potential like he does, you expect a certain number. You're going to expect red, but I expected a little higher and he got rocked. Not expecting them to do the same thing against JP France today, which, I mean, everybody knows how much I've faded that guy all season. So the fact that I'm backing him today, maybe it blows up in my face, but I think he pitches pretty well.
But Rizzy Fear Aiken said Bayo.
Dude. We got an Acuna.
So did everybody. Everybody, to be fair.
Yeah, that is a good point. Everybody was on
Brian. He was the Brian Wu of yesterday.
All right, so what's the 3-piece for the late nights? Is it Stros by 2, Rays ML, and what's the play in the Cubs game?
It's either the under or it's the Cards.
The under, huh?
Yeah, I mean, whenever there's these late night moose kind of slates with a couple of games, I feel like we get burned by an over every time. And there's just no runs in any of these games, and I generally like them for baseball reasons too, so I'm not mad at leaning into them. Foul bunt by Jock and Abbott K.
Sure.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, is that a strikeout if they bunt on?
Yes.
Yeah, that is.
That's technically a strikeout, just like a normal one.
So Rays money line, Stros by 2, Under in Cubbies?
Either that
she's-
or you want to back the
Oh,
Cards.
it's a nuke.
Oh,
Never mind.
you caught it?
Damn it.
Hey. All right.
Why don't you
Yeah,
just ride the 2-piece with me, Trent?
What?
Raise Astros.
That's just a 2-piece whale, both the money line.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Raise
Plus
Astros, ML,
120.
Bozo. Yep. 2-piece plus check.
Chat, we might not even need to do a surgical stream, bro. Just lock that 2-piece, call it a day.
I mean, if I had a gun in my head and I had to find a winner in those 3 games, besides, just laying a minus 190 with the Rays on the ML because that's cheating, that would be the play, without a doubt. Rays ML, Houston ML, they get it done. 2-piece.
Yeah.
I think that's the move, dude.
You're doing Surge though today too, right? Or no?
Yeah, no, it might be
Okay.
30 minutes long, but
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
We'll come on earlier. Noted. Yeah, I mean, I don't see how that doesn't smack, but also it's taking 2 favorites minus 200 and pairing it. So if it doesn't hit, we did it to ourselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think we need a graphic.
Yeah.
Might need
Well,
it.
maybe
Might
we
need
could
it.
even put it in the squad ride and see if the people want to vote and put a little 2-piece in there.
I mean,
We'll have to
chat,
see.
how is that not the squad ride, man?
I don't really know how it's not. I mean, unless we want to take the under in Chicago, the under in Oakland, it's probably our best bet. And we could start crafting now, to be honest with you. Need earlier streams for days with day games. Not a bad point to juice. But
I'd
what are we
rather
supposed
just
to
listen to
do?
BTL, man, to be honest.
Yeah. What are we supposed to do, my dude? We're trying to be consistent, All right. Josh's
Yeah.
laptop just froze. Interesting. That's okay. That's all right, Joshy. He'll be back. So we probably have no screen share right now, but that's okay. All right. Let's start building the squad ride. And when Joshy returns, we can get the poll up, Javon. Let's start talking. I'm okay with putting in that 2-piece, obviously. Thumbs up?
Yeah. Definitely thumbs up.
Thumbs up. W's. We'll go Houston and Tampa Bay ML. A little BTL 2-piece. You want to put in, I mean, the other plays would be Cards ML, the under in the Cubs, and the under in Oakland. Right?
Yeah. I mean, put them all in.
Yep. St. Louis, Chicago under. Houston, Oakland under. Is there anything else?
Not unless we want to go to the Women's World Cup. It's like the winning games,
You got any plays or fades in that?
So, I mean, you're probably asking the wrong person there. I don't even know if,
Okay.
like, a lot of the games or a game already happened or 2 maybe. I know there's like usually 1 throughout the day. Yeah, I guess that and the TBT USA money line against Vietnam tomorrow. Yeah, minus 80 million.
I was about to say, what are they, -9 on the spread?
Yeah, they probably are. I want to see that spread. I wonder what it is.
What, in soccer?
Yeah, the USA women's team.
Minus 20,000 money line. Actually,
Minus
add that to the
minus
2-piece, bro.
That's tomorrow.
Yeah, juice it up.
It's tomorrow night.
Get an extra $1. Oh, they play tomorrow? Okay.
Yeah, we'll use it tomorrow.
All right.
We can put USA ML with Jose Ramirez, no RBI.
Tomorrow.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
the play for tomorrow.
Yeah. Minus
the
5.5 is minus 170.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Sheesh, man. That's
feel
not
like you
even
gotta play it.
fun.
A Vietnam
Look at
revenge
it.
game?
The juice locked it in already. That's crazy, Trent.
Bro.
I
It's a
saw it in
revenge
chat.
game.
I wasn't going to say it. You did. Unbelievable.
That's crazy. That is
Oh.
nuts.
Unbelievable. You might have to do the country a service again, Trent, like you did last World Cup.
Take
You know that, right?
Vietnam.
You might have to for the people.
Yeah. I don't think
You
they
probably
need it.
wait until the games get a little closer, though.
What's
Yeah.
what's 6.5 plus 125? I feel like you could take that tomorrow.
There you go. Plus check.
Plus
I mean, we're not
125.
taking minus 175. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, definitely
chance.
not. Women's World Cup, I'm good.
Unbelievable. All right, chat. 4 plays for the squad ride tonight. Houston, Tampa, ML parlay. We've got St. Louis on the ML, St. Louis and Chicago under, and the Houston and Oakland under. 4 plays. It's all we got. It ain't much, but it's honest work. All right, we'll put the poll up here in a sec. We got Pax picks coming in with some bits, 300 of them. Let's freaking go, my dude. Fluffy Bears coming in with a sub bank, 7 months. Bang! Let's go, dudes. Pax picks is just dropping bits left and right for the boys.
So locked.
Love the heart, love the tenacity. All right, Pax picks. Keep the vibes up. You're killing it. All right. Chat, the poll will be up soon. All right, we're getting it going. Should be up in the Twitch chat any moment. Okay. 4 plays, 4 winners. Yes, there is a parlay option. We've got Houston and Tampa Bay money line, 2-piece parlay. We've got St. Louis, Chicago under. We've got St. Louis ML, and we've got Houston and Oakland under. Okay, and we've got a Reds double. Sure.
Reds
That's where we
double.
go. Yeah.
There we go.
W's. Parlay squad rides, breaking me up. Yeah, Chiote, I hope this makes up for no Royals today. Giving the people a parlay option for the squad ride. That is a little vintage in me. Okay?
That is pretty vintage. Yeah.
Sure. Guarantee the parlay wins. Well, that's not a good thing to say.
I mean,
Y'all
we
go
don't
for the
have-
parlay.
I think you're
go
saying win the poll. You're saying win the poll, but
Yeah, he better.
I mean, we don't have many options today, man. We're,
Chat, poll is
in
up.
tough position.
The poll is up. All right, you got about 5 minutes. Hurry up, go vote, go, 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 go. I need to see 100 votes for the winner. No excuses. All right, let's get 100 votes for the winner. We got to get those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers. Okay, I voted for the under. Responsible gambler, W. Devon. I love it. What are the odds in the parlay? Plus 120-ish. All right. I'm
Daniel,
taking St.
man.
Louis, good.
Daniel, we need a Megalodon 2-piece Bozo pack graphic.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
100%. 100%. W's, Daniel. We know he'll get us right. For sure. For sure. Chat, get your votes in. Okay. It ain't much today, but it's honest work. I know it stinks. A lot of the games have already started. It's the dog days. That's why we're mixing in some football talk. All right. Look, college football, chat, is like 35 days away. Okay. NFL, not far behind it. It's coming. All right. We don't need to get weird. We don't need to force. We do have a Reds bang, Javon. Let's fucking go. Jonathan India back. Love it. Chat. Keep the coins in line. We'll slowly build bankroll. Continue to with the squad rides as we approach NFL season because that's when you know the nukes are coming out. All right. Keep your head in check. All right. Don't go crazy. We got plenty of time. Got to have the coins ready for NFL season, and it's not far away. It's not far away at all. All right. Make sure you guys follow us on Pickett. Like I talked about yesterday, if you're not following us on Pickett yet, I don't know what you're doing. All right. It's free. Download it. You can get your buddies hip. Send them the link. You get referral coins. You literally get paid for sending your buddies a link to an app that they should already be using. Okay. Download Pickett. It's the best bet tracking app out there. All right. And they've got a Twitter-like feed just for sports bettors on there. It's awesome to look at and strictly just look at betting content. Check it out. Make sure you follow all of us on there. All right. It's on the App Store and Google Play. And it's free. Okay. John Daly, one more hole. Trent, you need a legacy, brother.
Oh, thanks, baby Chaco.
You need a legacy. Chat, if you guys want to hit more prize picks, use our promo on props.cash. We use it every day. It genuinely helps. I don't think I hit a prize picks for a year when I first started. Then we used props.cash. The prize picks started hitting. It's a correlation.
Oh
Okay,
my
just like
snakes,
Saquon.
Luke.
Just like Saquon last year with Daniel Jones. And we got a Snakes 3-run bomb.
Dom Canzone, the GOAT.
Wow.
Holy shit.
When Kendall ain't stripping for shit, man.
Bro.
All right, chat. We'll be seeing 10 minutes third stream in a bit.
Get out of here, dude.
There's no way that was the first thing out of his mouth, man.
That's what he's upset about?
That was the sticking point of him giving up and
Oh my gosh. I can't believe it, dude.
I bet.
I can't believe it. Chat, make sure you guys stick around for Surge stream today. Trent's all in one. Okay, the vibes are up. He's being extra funny. All right. Make sure you stick around. It'll be a shorter app. All right. Shorter app today. Not as many games, but still stick around. Come up and give a play. W New Face will be welcomed with open arms. Okay, chat? We've got Houston and Tampa, Moneyline Parlay for the squad ride. Shocker. All right, Javon, I freaking love
Maybe
it.
we should lock in for a second. Look at the count here for Strider.
Wow. W insight, Javon. Let's get a walk here. How many does he have?
1, and he's
He has
probably
one
done
already?
right now. Yeah, he has 1, right?
Oh my gosh, does he? I'm looking right now.
Yeah, he has 1.
He has 1 already. Come on. Come on, Strider.
Dude, those
Come
two
on,
were
Strider.
calls. Holy terrible strike or ball calls at the top of the zone.
Come on, Strider. We need 1 more, boys.
Oh my god. Oh shit. Yeah, we'll be seeing him on that one. Jesus
That's not a walk.
Christ. That's not a walk. That might be.
That was a 500-foot moonshot.
Holy Strider
Oh
collapse.
my god. Strider, dude, what is
nuts.
good? He's at 99 pitches. They're going to pull his ass.
Yeah, he's gone now.
Oh,
How did that turn so quickly after the masterclass he had?
talk about
That's
an
crazy.
absolute ball tickle.
That's crazy.
Unbelievable. Maybe the Snakes are back, Javon. Let's monitor. Maybe the
Yeah,
Snakes are
just
back.
might be. Just might
All right.
be. Or the Braves are just human.
Yeah. And the Braves to score first was even more sharp after this, man. Holy smokes.
Yeah, I know. That's hilarious.
Unbelievable.
Can we slander the Braves, please? Please slander the Braves after the Rays lose a series. The Rays get torn to shreds as frauds. Let's slander the Braves.
Sure.
Let's bring it back.
Okay. I'm in. Chat, we've got Astros and Rays moneyline parlay for the squad ride at plus check. All right. Tail responsibly as always. We're on a 4-game win streak. Let's make it 5 as we head into Friday. All right. Slate tonight sucks. It ain't much, but it's honest work. We got winners for you. Okay. Houston and Tampa, moneyline parlay. We'll catch you guys at the counter, and we'll see you tomorrow. Same time, same place. We'll be seeing. All right, boys.